how to prepare and cut bell peppers. So I've got a red pepper here. So yeah, so just take the label off. We don't want bits of label in the food, and then I'm just going to give it a quick wash off. Oh, I knocked the thing. It's going to shake a little bit. Okay, right. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the end off. Once I've got the end off, keep these bits, push the little stalk out, like so, that just pushes out. And we've got this piece to use, we can keep that. Okay. Then we've got the centre of the pepper. Now, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to cut round the pepper. So we go in there, and we can just cut around, go in there, cut around, go in there, cut around, go in there, cut around. Then we just end up with the seeds of the pepper, like so. We end up with the sides of the pepper. What I'm going to do now is this little white piece here. I'm just going to cut that out. So try and flatten it a little bit, and then we'll just run the knife through there to cut that out. There you go, through there. Just cut that little bit out of there. Lovely. So we've got pieces of pepper. So now I'm going to slice the pepper up. So you got this way and you got that way. So the first slice I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the pepper. So we can do some nice thin slices of pepper, like so. And then the other way I'm going to do it, that was cutting it this way, and now I'm going to turn it that way. So it's at an angle, or it's being turned, what's that, 90 degrees? That's 90 degrees. And then again, we're just going to cut it. And that just gives a slightly different shape of the slice of pepper. So that's two. This end bit, I like using for soups and so on. So we can just cut that down there like that, and then we've got those pieces. Okay, cut those down like that, and then we've got those pieces. Ready to be used in our soups. And then I'm going to do, do you know what? I'm going to dice. So we can just dice the pepper, quite chunky style. Again, we can use that for our soups. Okay, so we got sliced this way, sliced at an angle. Top of the pepper we used, keep that, don't throw it away. Both being diced. And then I'm just going to do, then we'll just do a smaller dice. So again, lengthways, like so. And you got the strips, then we just spin it. I'll take half of them, and then, so take half of them, then I'm just going to cut across to give a really nice little dice of pepper, like so. Okay, just keep those bits. I just put my left. Again, I've sliced the pepper. Now I'm going to cut across quite close together to give a much smaller cut, a finer cut of red pepper. Like so. Okay. So let's just tidy those up, keep those for later. Right, okay, so this is how to prepare and cut a red pepper. Bell pepper, I mean it could be red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, orange pepper. It's all the same. It'll be cut in the same sort of way. So if you use the top, push the stalk out, cut that. Don't need to waste it. I mean, so we cut it quite chunky dice for soups. Well, there you go. Sliced with the pepper, sliced across the pepper. So you've got two different shapes of slicing. Then a finer cut of pepper. So with this pepper, what I want to do is I want to skin the pepper. So I'm going to do this by roasting it in the oven. So I'll just take the label off. I'm just going to cut the end off. And then give it a wash. And then what I'm going to do is, I've got the oven on a really high temperature. I've got the pepper on the tray, and that's going to go straight in the oven. And then I'm going to leave it until we want to get it all blackened on the outside. The pepper will go black, or blackened and darkened on the outside. So then we can leave it, and then we can take the skin off. Okay, so the red pepper's been steaming away in there for about 10 minutes or so. It's cooled down slightly. So clean them off. See, it's got a little bit of juice there as well. We'll keep that. And here's the pepper. So I'll just take the pepper out. Okay, see that? There. To the side. It's still a little bit hot, so you need to be a little bit careful. Make sure it's not too hot so you burn your fingers. And then we just want to peel the skin away from the flesh. Pepper comes off quite easy like so. See that? It just kind of falls off. There we go. See that? Yeah. And then it's just a case of getting it all off. And you get the nice kind of caramelised, charred flavour of the red pepper. Just need to take the insides of it out as well. But be careful because the insides are going to be hotter. So that's the skin. That's most of the skin off. Get a little bit more there. And now I'm just going to... Right, so skin has all gone. Lay it on the chopping board. Let's just get this bit here. Knock some of those seeds out. Skin is all gone. So you can see you've still got some nice little charred bits there. Take the seeds off. Okay. Just want to make sure you get all the skin and get all the seeds out because we don't want that in the food. It's a bit chewy, gets stuck in your teeth, which is not good for anybody. Might be good for the dentist if your teeth breaks and you need to go filling or something. That's good for the dentist. So if you've got shares in dentists, maybe just leave all the seeds in there. Try and break people's teeth. Otherwise, take all the seeds out. Okay. Okay, so now we've got these lovely little charred, de-skinned pieces of pepper. So then you can just cut it. I'll cut it in. We'll just do strips. So we've got a few strips there. Do some more strips. 2, 3. So there's your strips that we can use. Let's do some bigger. We do some bigger squares, kind of size. Turn it round, and then we've got a bigger square there to use. And then we can also do some smaller dice. Flip that around, go across that way, and then we've got a smaller piece, a smaller dice there. So let's just show you these. Boom. Okay. So this is the roasted red pepper that I've taken the skin off. So I've roasted it. I've charred the back of it, the outside of the pepper, or the skin. I've put it in a bowl. I've cling filmed it. I've let it steam itself for about 10-15 minutes to cool down. And as it steams, the skin starts to come away from the flesh. So then I've got a small dice there, a chunkier dice, and a sliced. And that's just the flesh of the pepper there that you can see is slightly charred, like so.